Today in this video, we're going to be discussing bank KYC and what addresses you need to have to open a U.S. bank account for your U.S. LLC. So first of all, KYC means know your customer. This is bank regulations that they require information about you to know who you are as the individual opening the account. So even if it's in the name of the business, they need your business information, but they also need the information about you as a natural human being, as the what we call UBO, or ultimate beneficial owner of the business. So the KYC is a list of information they need to request to get to know who you are as the UBO of the business in order to open the account for you. And one of the biggest things they require are addresses to verify you as a person to open this bank account. And this is, it is becoming a more complicated topic because bank regulations have changed in the past couple of years, and there's a lot of confusion around this topic. So I'm going to clear this up in this video. So the first address you need for opening a bank account for your business in the US, regardless of who you are or where you live, is you need the legal address of your business. That is the registered agent address for your company registered in that state. So if you register an LLC in Wyoming, by law, you must have a registered agent address in the state of Wyoming. That is considered the legal address for your business. So this is required. This is address number one that's required. That address is listed in the USPS, or the US Postal Service database, as a CRA address, or a commercial registered agent address. You cannot use that address as your physical address. They will immediately see that it is a commercial registered agent address in the database, so you cannot use it for your physical address. So the second address you need is a physical address, and that is something that connects you or your business physically to an address where you physically do your work. In order to do that, you need to have, for most people that are working remotely, or you work from home, or you are a digital nomad, or these types of things, you're going to need something associated with the home where you live. And that address will need to be something like a utility bill, like a gas bill, power bill, water bill, that has your name on it and the address of physically where you're living. Or it can be a lease agreement. Even if it's a temporary lease agreement, that works. It can be proof of ownership of a piece of real estate where you own the property, like you have a deed to it or the title to the property that has your name on it and the physical address of the property. It can also be a personal bank statement in your name that has your physical address attached to it. Any of those things work for KYC, and that address is the one you want to use for what you call your physical address, and some service providers, banks, and financial institutions call that your trading address. For example, Wise calls that your trading address. And then the third address you have to have is a mailing address in the US. So if you got a US company with a US bank account, they're going to require you to have a US mailing address. So if you get bank statements or credit cards or debit cards sent to you in the mail, they are not going to mail that to your physical address if your physical address is outside of the US. The banks will generally accept your physical address almost anywhere in the world. So if you are a Danish person living in Mexico and you've got a bank statement from Denmark, you can show them your bank statement from Denmark as your physical address. Or if you have a lease agreement in Mexico, show them your lease agreement that connects you to that address in Mexico. So it can be a non-US address for that physical or trading address, but they won't accept that for mailing because they will only mail correspondence to your US address. And that's where having a virtual mailbox comes into play. So I hope that helps everyone. We can help you with virtual mailbox services. You can see the link below on our website at businessanywhere.io. We can also assist with registering your company as well. Have a great day.